Alright, imagine you saved up all the money that you could and you're ready to build a house and buy land. Buying land and building a house out in the country is the best thing to do and the best path to go down when trying to build a house. After my parents bought a lot in a subdivision and built a house that we now live in, I now understand the vast difference in having a home in the country and having a home in a subdivision. Being wise and choosing the right land and spot to build your house is key to building a home in the country. When you build a home in the country, you do not have someone constantly staying on you about what your home has to look like. Building regulations in subdivisions are very crucial when it comes to building a house in a subdivision. Living in a subdivision, you have to have a certain way, your outdoor has to look, your grass has to be cut a certain way, everything has to be in order all the time. Stanford's building regulations also quoted that if you bought a lot with trees on it, you had to build around the trees. You couldn't uproot those existing trees. Also, they had a regulation on how wide or long your driveway had to be. Along with not being able to build the house the way you want to, unlike you could in the country, you're succumb to the expenses as long as you live in that subdivision. Yearly dues you have to pay, either yearly or monthly, and they all apply to how many lots that you have. Here in Homestead, every year you have to pay a $260 lot fee for each lot you have. So if you have 3 lots, multiply that by 3. That's every year. Investopedia said in its article by Amy Fontanelli, when you purchase only one type of property or a planned developed area, you are obligated to join that community's homeowner association, which makes you have to pay these fees. Personal taste. When you are building a house in a subdivision, your personal taste for the outside goes out the window, basically. You have to build to what type of design the entire subdivision is trying to go with. If they want you to have an artesian feel to your house has to be built in that sort of style. If they want you to have a Louisiana type house, that's what house you have to have. In my neighborhood, it's Louisiana type style. You have to have a light colored brick, dark colored roof. You can't have stone face walls. Stucco or brick is the only thing you can do. You can't have log cabins. You can't do anything out of what they want you to do. As opposed to living in the country, you can build whatever kind of house you want, and your property value goes up if you buy more than 1 acre and nobody kind of crazy builds around you. In a subdivision, your lot price or lot appraisal stays at one point, and it can either go up or sustain itself. Living in a subdivision as well, you can't decorate the outdoors to whatever holiday you want. If you want to do Christmas lights colorfully, you have to do white Christmas lights, not colorful Christmas lights. You'll get penalized and you'll have to pay a fine. Also, some subdivisions have regulations on what kind of vehicles you can have parked outside of your house. You can't have a trailer or an RV. You can't have anything like that, or again, they will penalize you. In closing, when building a home, it's good to know what you can and cannot do in the certain area that you're in. If you really want to build your dream home, you need to build it out in the country. Building in the country is more ideal for a home builder.